Welcome back to DONSLIFE, welcome to the channel. I'm going to be putting something to the test today that I've been wondering for a long time. Does your dash cam actually capture what you need when it matters most? Now I've been running this 70mai 4K T800 dash cam in my GMC Sierra for months, and it saved me from a few headaches already. But I want to see how it stacks up against a basic 1080p dash cam in the exact same conditions. Today we'll do some driving in daytime, nighttime, and even test parking mode to find out if 4K actually makes a difference. Let's go. Most of us install dash cams for peace of mind, but not all dash cams are created equal. Ever try to read a license plate after a near miss, only to realize the footage was too blurry to help? Or maybe you parked overnight and came back to a dent, but your camera didn't catch who did it. Those are the moments that separate budget dash cams from quality ones. To make this test fair, I mounted both dash cams right next to each other on the same windshield with the same lighting. The 70mai T800 is running in full 4K mode with their proprietary LumiVision and HDR enabled. Both will be recording with the front cameras, as well as the 70mai T800 will be recording in-cabin footage and rear camera footage in 4K. I've also kept the 70mai watermark on, just in case you're confused when I do some side-by-side comparisons as to which footage is which. So let's go do some daytime driving. Now you see outside the windows here, it's nice and light outside. You're probably expecting this green lush scenery. Well, it couldn't be further from the truth because I'm here in Canada and it snowed. So it is bright outside, but it's bright and white, which means we'll probably have kind of washed out conditions with the lighting, and the roads certainly aren't going to be clear. But this can be a good thing. It means real world testing, and that way this test is fair. For this comparison, I've cropped each image only at the top and the bottom to maintain proper resolution. Let's start with leaving my neighborhood. The top image is your standard 1080p dash cam. The bottom is the highly detailed image you get from 4K resolution. Now as we head down the icy street, look at the leaves on the trees and the snow on the grass. There is a huge difference in clarity. This is especially noticeable when we approach the woman standing behind her SUV. Let me freeze frame here and show you. Let's continue and take a good look at license plates. Here you can see the license plate on this white van in both images, mainly due to a favorable angle, good lighting, and slow speed. However, you won't always have perfect conditions when getting the footage you need, which is why 4K is so important. Now, since this man was kind enough to block traffic and drop his wife off in the middle of the road, we'll use this opportunity to zoom in and check out some details on the truck. We can easily notice a difference in detail. Even the Ford sticker on the rear window is defined. It's details like this that can make all the difference in identifying something in your footage. Moving on, defensive driving is a must in most cities, and mine is no exception. For some reason, this car decides to pull over while still in the lane. Good thing I don't need this footage for evidence, since I cannot read the dirty license plate in this 1080p image. I do have a steering wheel, so we'll just go around, I guess. Earlier, I mentioned you won't always have the perfect conditions. Here's a good example. As this car pulls away, I lose the ability to capture the license plate with any detail. Remember that 1080p, also known as Full HD, has 25% of the pixel count of 4K, also known as Ultra HD. In this image, if you look closely enough, you can see some details in the 4K image well beyond the license plate. The model of this Lincoln SUV is an MKX with a 2.7 liter engine, all-wheel drive, and a Saskatchewan license plate. As for the 1080p footage, I would be guessing at all of these details because frankly, I can't read them. Here's just a few more examples of how dirty license plates are much easier to read with the 70mai 4K footage. Of course, this is what you want in a crowded parking lot, certainly when people can't seem to park in between the lines. But it did recently snow, so I'll give them a pass. Now for the real challenge, low light. This is where cheaper cameras start to fall apart. 70mai's exclusive Night Owl Vision automatically adjusts exposure and uses HDR to retain plate visibility in dark conditions and under bright headlights. Notice how the 1080p footage overexposes or turns muddy in darker areas. Meanwhile, the 4K image keeps contrast and sharpness even under harsh lighting transitions. Parking mode, also known as parking surveillance mode, is another big one. Have you ever come back from shopping and noticed a mystery mark? Maybe a scuff on your door? With the 70mai T800, you'll actually have proof of what happened. Here's an example of how AI motion detection just caught me in the act of messing with my pod lights. It automatically records motion or impacts even in low light, using the built-in G sensor and LumiVision technology. You can even adjust the system to record on all cameras simultaneously if triggered by motion or impact. Having multiple cameras benefits me since I carry various gear on and in my truck. I just feel better having a watchful eye on all of it. Personally, I do like the time-lapse feature as it records constantly as long as my battery will allow for it. Did you know that 70mai has an auxiliary battery solution to protect your primary battery? Learn more by checking out my detailed video of this accessory complete with installation of the 70mai T800 camera. I will link the video here as well as in the video description below. So here's what stood out for me most in this side-by-side test. It's not just the resolution, it's the sensor quality and the HDR tuning, and how the 70mai T800 processes motion. The 4K footage holds up even when pausing or zooming frame by frame. That's what gives you an edge in real-world scenarios. You're not just getting more pixels, you're getting better evidence. And check out this side-by-side comparison. Every time you zoom in, you can see that 1080p just doesn't stand a chance. Now, I've been using my 70mai 4K T800 dash cam for several months now, and I can say this. It's one of the few dash cams that's actually earned its keep in my truck. Now, I've reviewed a lot of dash cams over the years, and some budget ones can get the job done, but when it comes to evidence, you only have one chance to capture it right. 4K just gives you that confidence, whether you're towing, commuting, parked for long durations, or on a weekend adventure. Now, if you've been thinking about upgrading or getting yourself a dash cam, this is a great time. 70mai's always got great deals going on, but right now you can get their Black Friday discount for 25% off, no code required. I'll leave all the links and information in the video description below. Thanks again to 70mai for partnering on this video, and thanks to all of you for watching another DONSLIFE review. And if you like the video, hit the like button, please consider subscribing, and we'll talk to you next time.